Okay, today we're going to talk about my 240 gallon saltwater system. If you remember in some of the other videos, I had the facade around the aquarium the same as the walls, so it was light colored. I have since then came in and wrapped it in tongue and groove pine. I wanted to do oak, but oak is extremely expensive, and I think the pine turned out pretty good. I put the little fancy pieces on the edges, used the rosettes, the crown molding, and the aquarium isn't on yet. It's early in the morning, but as you can see, it really makes it stand out. I think it turned out quite well. And today's video is going to be dealing with this brown sand. It only takes about 2 or 3 days to get the sand to look like this. All the parameters are fine. Everything is working well. The brown sand is caused by phosphates and silicates. Now, I have a Phosphate 550 reactor. I've had it for quite some time. And I have it plumbed in to my filtration underneath, but I'm going to change the way I'm doing it. Basically, we have a trapezoid in the aquarium that drops over the edge. I have 2 filters rather than just one, because I live in the middle of nowhere, and if one would go down, I would not be able to get parts except online. I have no pet stores. The closest pet store is 2.5 hours away. So, comes in. I do not have any floss right there. Every once in a while I pull it and flush it. I'm doing that now. There's my bacteria media. Goes into the protein skimmer. This is the Bubble Magus protein skimmer, Curve 5. I have 2 of them. And from there, this pumps back up into the aquarium. What I did was I teed off and came across on this line, and that is where the protein skimmer, that's where my phosphate reactor was sitting, was right here. The problem is I was taking water out of the filter and putting it right back in the filter, and everything I read says to go out of the filter into the tank or out of the tank into the tank. So I ran this line here, it goes across. I built me a stand that's going to set right there. We just got it built. That's it right there. That'll bring it up to a little better height. It will then feed water into the reactor. And then this line here will take it up, over, and I am going to cut a hole in the edge of my top here, anchor it down, and have it feed the water right back in there. I have also ordered a second reactor that will go on the other side. It'll be here Monday. This side, the filter is absolutely identical, except that when my water leaves the filter and gets pumped up, I'm putting it into a UV sterilizer. And then the UV goes up, and it's been working very well. The only other thing I have going is this line here with that ball valve. Comes across here, goes into there where my refugium is, in that red and white cooler on the other side of this little wall, and this is the line that feeds it back into my filter. So that is the plan. I hope that I can get this set right so you can see what I'm doing, but it might be a little difficult to get it in just the right spot. I'll set it back here. Maybe we can get it to work. Try it right about there. And hopefully I made my stand the right size. The stand is intended to sit right in there. And that puts my reactor up there. I'm going to run it without media in it first to see if it leaks any. I had some issues. Both of these fittings went bad here and here, so I cut them off and put new fittings in, siliconed them last night. They should be good to go. So I believe I'll probably start hooking up my lines. And hopefully I don't get a leak where I fix those fittings. Which one is which here? I'm gonna have to go get a few more things, so I'll shut this off.